Thanks for joining us for another block of Arab labor. So Naomi, what did you think?
So Aaron, when I was watching this episode of Arab Labor, it made me think about the fact that if you don't have a good hot shower in the morning, the rest of your day is just off.
Yeah, the power of good water pressure can change your life.
Well, it's not just the pressure of the water in the shower. The whole issue of water at large is a very political issue in the area.
That's true. Who controls the water in Israel is a big issue. It's a political issue. Certain neighborhoods, certain areas are not going to get the same amount of water, or at least the same plumbing in general, right? So,
well, that issue was enough to make him make a huge change in his life and move to a Jewish neighborhood so that he could have that great shower.
So it was a really funny way to get him to move into a place that is really uncomfortable for him, which kind of leads us into the next episode, which is The Move, where they move into a building where he's the only Arab.
And in that building, what's really funny is that you have every single stereotype of Israelis, of Jewish Israelis across the political spectrum.
Yeah, there's the lefty Jews, there's the older, sort of traditional Zionist Jews.
And just from the very beginning, the movers, I mean, could he have chosen more Palestinian movers who are loud and yelling and making noise, and they can't find the address even though it's a regular address?
An address in the Middle East usually is an Arab saying, like, go to the 5th circle and then take the 2nd right and then stop at the supermarket Abu Ahmed and ask for directions, have a cigarette, then honk. And they will come. Like, there's no actual number. It's usually a landmark.
Amjad continuously said to him, "Hanarkis 22, Hanarkis 22," which is the exact address. And why couldn't you find the exact address? Because that's not how they roll.
Because there's no landmark. Yeah, that's not how they roll.
One of the things that's really funny that you see as a thread throughout the episode is Amjad's ringtone on his cell phone and in the shower. And whenever he sings, he's singing Israeli Jewish songs. Really, I think what he's trying to do there is that nobody should notice that he's an Arab, and that if he sings in Hebrew and if his ringtone is in Hebrew, then they'll think that he's Jewish, because you don't want to be Arab, because if you're Arab, then you're suspicious of all these horrible things.
You've told me before that how funny it is when the dialect of Hebrew that they're using is either upper or more street or more, colloquial.
When Amjad comes into the building and he goes around with the basket with the candies and he knocks on the door, he speaks in a Hebrew that nobody uses. He's using like the highest level of Hebrew, and he's like, "Excuse me, sheyeh lachem yom melavlev," which is have a nice day, but almost in Shakespearean Hebrew.
Sounds like a bar mitzvah.
Well, no, but
a religious ceremony, maybe?
Not religious, it's just high Hebrew.
Just high Hebrew.
High Hebrew.
Well, that's something that kind of recurs throughout almost every episode, which is the more he fights the stereotype, the more he sort of falls into it and almost can't avoid it.
I think the strength of this show is that they show a stereotype and then they break it. You go back and forth with Amjad trying to find his own, break the stereotype and be a stereotype, and all of those characters in the building throughout the season, we're going to see them be the stereotype, break the stereotype, try and be the stereotype, and that's really, I think that's a really important statement on the Israeli society.
Yeah, it is. Well, thanks for watching. We're out of time, but you can follow our conversation online at kcet.org/Arab Labor. And join us next Tuesday at 9 for more Arab Labor.